Hi, the problem I would like to mention today is that in a new normal, we communicate mostly on internet, hence the privacy in communication might be a problem. Take sending and receiving messages as an example. Small businesses normally don't have resources to implement their own solutions to secure private online conversations, so they often rely on public messaging apps, of which some claim to have end-to-end encryptions. Truth is, even if the messaging app has end-to-end encryption, it doesn't mean the users can make sure that their conversation cannot be exploited. This clip is not a demo of an actual solution, but instead to raise awareness of the aforementioned problem. First, let's have a look at what happens when two clients send and receive messages via a server without end-to-end encryption. On the left-hand side of the screen, we have some short Python code simulating a server and a client. Let's boot the server up first. For clients, we will have two. Let's call them A and B. We can start sending message from one end to another, and the other party will receive it. However, notice that whatever the two clients talk about is visible on the server. This is the worst scenario. What happens if we apply end-to-end encryptions on top of this? In this scenario, we still have two clients and one server, but before sending out the message, each client generates a RSA key pairs. The public key is sent first, and as the other client receives that public key, it will use that key to encrypt all subsequent messages. Each client will use its own private key to decrypt the received messages. Let's see it in action. Now, we can see that the two clients can understand each other, when the server can only see some weird characters that it can't understand. This is the optimal scenario that the messaging services normally promise, that they will generate key pairs and exchange the public keys between parties, and all messages are encrypted and decrypted using those keys, i.e. end-to-end encryption. So is that the end of the story? Not quite. The problem here is that since the service providers are also the ones who generate and exchange keys in the first place, at least in theory, they can secretly send both public and private keys to the servers. Let's see how it will look like. As you can see, even though the message is encrypted, it doesn't prevent the messaging services to understand the conversations if they wish.